This is the CHRILLCAST. I'm Chris.
And Will.
And I'm Arrrash.
I'm Sean, or Forge Labs.
And before we get started in this interview with Forge Labs, because that's what we're going to be doing today, Arrrash, why don't you share about your channel?
Sure, I primarily make Halo content. I cover various things that are happening in Halo and give my opinion on other things.
And the last time he was on our channel, he had less than 1,000 subscribers, so his channel's doing really well.
Mm-hmm. It was all because of us. Really gave him that boost, you know.
us with we had what, like 200 subscribers at the time? Yeah, I'm sure it was us.
Definitely. That's what we needed, that 200 subscribers.
All right, Sean, tell everybody about your channel.
So yeah, I'm Forge Labs. I used to do primarily Halo stuff for like 10 years or so, and then a little bit after that, I started doing a little bit more stuff. I played some other games, did some reviews, and lately I've been playing a bunch of Minecraft and some other games here and there.
Yeah, and your channel just recently crossed 1 million, but you're cruising past 1 million now.
But now that you've been here, you're gonna go to that 2 million mark.
I hope that's the goal right now.
Yes.
We'll see though.
Where do you go from there after 2, 5, 10? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm happy with 1 million, to be honest. That was my goal for a long time, and I got it. So now everything's just bonus at this point. So.
All right. Well, with that being said, we'll roll right into the questions. Is there a particular video you want us to put on in the background while we're talking about your channel?
No, there's nothing. Any video's fine. I mean, everything is. There's no particular one. That was a brutal one to make though. The 100 days in VR. That was one of the not worst, but like really taxing videos. It took a really long time to make, but it was fun.
I bet. Yeah. And then the editing, I'm sure, took a long time too.
Actually, so I'm fortunate. You guys know Wisefish. He's my editor now, and he does all the editing on these videos, and he does an amazing job of it. He's been like super helpful with everything, and every time he like sends me back an edit, he kills it, and so it's been really beneficial to have him help me out here. And he edited this one along with the other big like videos like this as well.
I'll make sure to put a link to Wisefish in the description of this video.
Yes, definitely.
And probably a card in the top here somewhere. But dude, Wisefish is awesome. We had him on for an interview like 3 weeks ago. He was really cool.
Yeah, I love him. He's fantastic. He's so nice. He whenever he like sends me an edit, he's like, I hope this is okay. I'm like, yeah, you're killing it, man. You're killing it. And he's so quick about it too. Like I got so lucky with having him help me out and edit my videos. I'm really grateful for all the help he's done with my channel.
Yeah. So Arrrash, why don't you jump in on that first question?
Sure. So, what kind of inspired you to make your YouTube channel?
Yeah. So I started making YouTube videos. I think like really soon after YouTube launched as a platform. At the time, I was going on a website called RottenEggs.com or something like that, where it was just like I was going on it to build. Like I was really into airsoft, and they like had all these like guides on how to like make an airsoft gun or like all that sort of stuff. So I was on there a lot, and and one of the things they also did was like urban exploration, and so people were uploading like videos of them like going through like abandoned buildings and stuff like that, and I thought it was really interesting. And so we had this like abandoned house near where I lived, and my friends and I would always go into it, and I had this like little Canon point and shoot camera, and I was like, hey, let's do it. Let's like record a video of us walking through it. And so I made a YouTube channel to do it. That's what I thought YouTube was for at the time. And then like I had always been into film like since I was a kid. So like on the same channel, I was like uploading like random like little videos I was making with my friends and stuff like that. And then I wanted to do more with it, but my friends weren't so into doing like videos. So then I just started like making gaming videos because that way I could just do everything myself. And the rest is kind of history. That was like 2006, I think I started, and really got into it 2007 and just went full steam after that.
Cool. So, why did you end up going with the name Forge Labs?
Yeah, so my channel's gone through like several different names. At first, it was Airsoft XX because it was like airsoft. I liked airsoft. And then I eventually made the name. I switched it to Mr. Pokephile, which was my gamer tag.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I was really focused on that when I was doing a lot of Halo stuff, and like because I wanted it just to be like my name or whatever. But then Microsoft banned that gamer tag, and I lost it. So I switched to Forge Labs because I wanted something that sounded more like. Because I was really doing Forge stuff at the time, so I wanted something to be kind of like bigger in case I was ever going to bring other people on board, and so that's how I switched to the name Forge Labs, which I now regret doing, but it is what it is.
Especially when everybody starts to know your channel by that name, right?
Yeah, and I was like thinking of changing it like a year ago, and I should have done it then because like a year ago I had like 200,000 subscribers, and I probably could have gotten away with switching it at that point. But like I have a manager, and she was saying like, don't do it, don't do it. Everyone I talked to was like, don't change your channel name, don't change your channel name. I should have done it. I regret that. And now it's Forge Labs, and everyone calls me Forge, and it's like, oh, that's my name, I guess. It's Sean 1,000 times, but
no, it's Forge.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. I definitely wish we didn't have the in front of our name, because the URL just /CHRILLCAST would be way nicer than the CHRILLCAST.
Yeah, but I mean, that's okay. Most people are like, you know, they can kind of get it. That's not too bad, but yeah, I get the idea. I had like an underscore in mine for a while on Twitter, like it was like @Forge_Labs, and it was really annoying, like trying to tell people that. And then luckily I got a hold of Twitter, and they were able to like get me the original Forge Labs account, which was nice.
Nice.
That is nice. I didn't even know that, actually.
Yeah, it was. So I still haven't updated my YouTube stuff. It's still like it links to Forge_Labs, which doesn't exist, or maybe it exists now. Someone made one. I don't know, but I'm really lazy with updating that stuff.
There you go, Arrrash. You can finally get the 3 R's maybe in the future.
If someone else has it, Twitter doesn't care enough about me. Maybe someday.
Yeah, you can probably cause a stink, and they might do it if it's an inactive account. I had like my network do it for me. I don't know if I would have been able to do it myself because I'm not really active on Twitter. Like I don't really promote it or anything like that. But you might be able to, because my Twitter is relatively small. So
Relatively small, has 22,000 followers.
no, my Twitter's got like 7,000 or something.
Is it
like
true?
that.
Okay, I thought it was like 22,000. I don't know.
No, I barely promote my Twitter. I really should. I'm like I keep getting like every time I meet with like my channel manager, she's like, you gotta promote your Twitter. Everyone, you gotta promote your Twitter. I'm like, we'll see.
Yeah, next million subscribers.
Yeah, maybe.
Right. All right. Well, you got that next question. This is a good segue.
Yeah, exactly. How would you describe your relationship with YouTube and other social media?
Yeah, so it's tough. Like, obviously, I really like YouTube. I'm like I was like really obsessed with it like a year ago. Like the analytics side of things. Like I'm sure you guys all have the like YouTube Studio apps on your phone. I was like just absolutely obsessed with checking it like nonstop. Like I was like swiping down to see like what my like 48-hour views were, like even my 60-minute views. I was like, I'd upload a video and I'd like track to see like when people were stopping watching. Then I got all like, oh, YouTube's not sending this to people anymore, because like all of a sudden it had like this many people watching. Then I got obsessed with it, and then I just like I'm like I can't like live like this. So I just got rid of the app on my phone, the Studio app, and like refused to like even look in my like analytics on my thing, because I was like doing this thing where I'd like ride these like highs of like having really good months and like videos, and be like, yeah, this is great, and then you know, you'd have something that wouldn't perform so well, and it'd be like, oh, this isn't good at all. Like you'd feel pretty bad about it, and so it got really unhealthy. And then I stopped. I really truly tried to stop caring about it. I was just like focusing on making videos I want to make, and like obviously it's like when a video does well, I'm like, yeah, I'm glad it did well, but I didn't want to like really focus in on like obsessing over numbers too much. And so YouTube, I still like, obviously if I want to like maintain growth, I need to monitor some statistics and like certain things, but I try not to get obsessed with it. As for Twitter, I don't really like do too much with it. I like to use it kind of more for fun, like tweet stuff that like is either annoying or doesn't make sense, or like just I used to use it just to argue with people because that was fun. And now I try to tweet less. I'll go through like weeks where I'll just delete Twitter off my phone and not use it because I get like too obsessed with it. And so I try to have like a healthy relationship with social media, because it can be really consuming at points.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. Sometimes I'll look down at my phone and I'm like, man, I don't think I've put this down almost all day.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Which is just, you know, you can't, I got 3 kids. I can't be on my phone that much.
Yeah.
All right. So the next question is, I know you used to focus on the Halo Forge, but clearly you've branched out quite a bit, especially with like this Minecraft and the hardcore VR Minecraft. So like, what's your favorite content to make nowadays?
Yeah, so that was actually kind of, it was fun. So like I was doing the Forge stuff, and like everyone asked me like, why did you switch or whatever, and I was doing Forge just because I liked doing it, right? Like I liked making maps and games. That was I found it fun to like be able to make a map or talk about a map. And like what I really liked about Halo was that with custom games, at least, it's like you play Halo every day, and you're playing something different every single time you play the game. So it was really fun. I really liked that when I was younger. Like with Halo 3, I was like, that was the best thing ever. So I just wanted to keep trying to capture that and like share that with other people. And doing that, I'd like make a video. And in my mind, I'd be like, okay, people are going to subscribe, and they're going to get like a new map to play every day or like every couple days or whatever. And that's kind of what I'm going to provide with them. And then I would build maps, and I was having fun with that. But then I kind of got like burnt out of that a little bit because I did it for like 10 years, right? So it was just like, I can only show so many maps and play so many maps and stuff, and like I still like have this like kind of creative urge to try to do more. So like throughout those 10 years I was trying things here and there, and nothing was really sticking. But then eventually I'm like, I'm just not gonna care. I'm just gonna like kind of like not put on a persona and like kind of be myself, so to speak. Obviously, and like when I'm like recording, I want to be entertaining, right? So like I'm a little bit more like, I don't know, entertaining, I guess. But I just try not to care and just try to have fun with stuff. And now Minecraft has really let me do that. Like I can like tell like these goofy stories, like because people have been making Let's Plays in Minecraft forever, right? And I liked the idea of that, but I kind of wanted to change it a little bit. So I wanted to like, obviously the 100 Days series, like I was 100% inspired by like Luke the Notable, and he gave me permission to like put a twist on it, right? Like do it in VR or like do it with like a mod or whatever. But with that, I still wanted to kind of have fun with it and like tell a little bit of a story or something like that. And just kind of like be goofy with it, and that's what I like about it because it allows me to do that. And recently, I'm trying to branch out again from Minecraft with a little bit, like, and try to do like other videos here and there, which I've been doing okay. Like, I've been playing like Among Us and other stuff, and I'm working on another like video right now that's not Minecraft related at all. And I just like being able to like have the freedom of, I'm at the point now where I can like upload pretty much whatever I want, and it still does relatively well. So it feels very fulfilling to be able to do that.
People are coming there for you.
That must be nice.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was the thing. It was like before when I was doing Halo, it was like they were coming for the maps and not for me. And like, yeah, I was happy to provide that service, right, and like share maps with people and stuff. But I was like in the back of my mind, I was always like, yeah, it would be great if I could like upload a video on like this game that came out like 20 years ago, or like play this like random thing that no one's heard of and like have fun doing it, and like have actual people want to watch it, right? And so it was like a really tough transition to get there, but eventually I feel like I'm at least there a little bit more now. I'm not quite where I'd want to be with it, but it's a lot better than what it was, right? So like my offshoot videos are like better than like even my best Halo videos, so it's I'm happy about that.
So just one extra real quick question, or rather comment: if you ever need extra bodies for Among Us, let us know.
Yeah, for sure. I want to play more of it, but it's it's hard to like find people. I was playing with do you guys watch Survivor at all, or
I don't think I've ever watched Survivor.
Okay, so like I played a few times with one of the people who like was on the show and actually won the show.
Oh, like that Survivor.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, once or twice
so,
I've
like,
seen
the
that
winner
show.
of one of the recent seasons. And I was playing with him a bit, and so like it's been fun to like play with a bunch of different people and like and like kind of experiment with that. But I don't have like that many like people that I play with regularly. I've got like 2 like really close online friends. Like I don't know if you guys know them. They're both from Halo, Unsorted Gaming or Unsorted Guy. I don't know which one he formally goes by online, and like Comedy Aerosol. Those guys who I did like a ton of Halo videos with. I play with them a bunch, but like it's been fun to play Among Us with a bunch of people because you get to just get thrown in with them and stuff. But it's been hard to like find a group of people to like consistently play with.
My game gives me anxiety because I have a hard time lying.
Oh yeah.
I start sweating immediately.
Yeah, it's tough. I was gonna do a video where I was gonna play Among Us, but like the catch was that like I can only lie or I can't lie, and so like you could kind of have fun with that a little bit. But
I when I play Among Us, I usually use the username Imposter.
Oh, that's funny. That's good.
So, did you just send me another image there, Arrrash?
I sent that a long time ago, but it has taken over my face. I don't know how I feel about this.
Well, you're back now, so it's good. Why don't you ask that next question, Arrrash?
Yeah, sure. So why don't we kind of, obviously you were talking about how you used to make a ton of Halo videos. So what would you say was your favorite Halo, and then also just your favorite not Halo game?
Yeah, for sure. So by far my favorite Halo is Halo 3. Although like Halo 5 is close behind it. I really liked Halo 5. But Halo 3 by far is my favorite, just because like the custom games, and I made the best memories playing Halo 3.
Mhm.
Like I still get like really like everyone gets nostalgic when they play or talk about Halo 3, but like just thinking about coming home from like school with my like friends who I played with like every single day, and we'd play like games on Foundry and stuff. Like nothing in the video games is ever compared to like that, right? Like that is the best time I've ever had playing video games. And so like I get really nostalgic over that, and specifically them. I don't really play with them too often now. Occasionally we'll like get online, we'll be online at the same time, we'll play Halo, and we'll be like, hey, how's your life doing or whatever. But yeah, like Halo 3 by far is my favorite Halo, and Halo 5 is close behind, just because of Halo 5 had such a great forge, and I played like a ton of custom games in it. But my favorite non-Halo game, it's really tough to say, because I don't feel like it's hard to say, because I don't even know if I have one that's like not Halo. Like I'm bouncing around between games so much, right? Like obviously I play a lot of Minecraft because I've been doing a bunch of Minecraft videos, but I wouldn't say it's like my favorite game by any means. Yeah, I don't know. I like it changes. It always changes. Like I really liked Oblivion, like Elder Scrolls Oblivion, Perfect Dark Zero, like those early Xbox 360 games. Those were good. But yeah, it's hard to say, because like my answer's like always been like Halo, and I've never really considered outside of it.
That's a good answer, though.
It's fair.
Yeah, it's respectable.
So as far as Oblivion goes, did you play it on the 360 then when it first came out? Was that?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So are you into Skyrim too, or just Oblivion?
Okay, so like I'm torn on it. Like I like Skyrim. I think it's a fine game. It's like arguably probably better than Oblivion in every regard, like technically. Although like I still like hold Oblivion in my heart a little bit higher, I guess, because I have better memories on it. And I played so much Oblivion. I was obsessed with it. Like I was like back then on Xbox 360, like I want to get every achievement in every game I play, right? So I was like trying to do absolutely everything I could in Oblivion. So I really liked Oblivion, and like yeah, I like Skyrim too. I'm in the process of doing a video about Skyrim. It's another one of these like VR ones, and it's like Skyrim in VR. I've been playing a lot of that, and it's been really taxing. But yeah, Skyrim's okay. I have no problems with it. I just like Oblivion a little bit more, I think.
I totally forgot Skyrim had a VR version.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Well, no, it's not good at all. It's actually terrible. You have to you have to mod it so much to make it like playable in VR. At least with like the index, it's like it took me so long. Like I think like no kidding, 4 months to figure out how to get it to work.
Oh my gosh.
And now it's working fine, and I'm like scared to like touch anything with it. I have it like backed up to an external hard drive that if anything goes wrong, I can plug it in, because it was so hard. I'm sure other people who are smarter than me can figure it out much quicker, but like I had such a hard time getting that to work in VR. But it's very cool once it does work.
Sweet. Looking forward to that. I'm curious how the Skyrim VR turns out.
Yeah.
All right, Will.
Yeah, that's
I
next
think
one.
we
It's
have-
very similar.
Oh yeah, very close.
Yeah, so your least favorite Halo, and I guess like non-Halo game. What game have you absolutely hated playing?
Yeah, from Halo. I'm sure this is. It's hard. I didn't like Halo 4 at all.
Yep. Okay.
I mean, but I also didn't like Halo 1, so I don't know.
Okay, get off.
Yeah, so I'm never like going out of my way like when I'm playing MCC to like get in the play like any Halo 1 modes. So I'm bad at them. I mean, I was playing I did like it on PC a little bit when it first came out on PC. I think I had fun doing that, but I think Halo 4, I really didn't like what they did with Forge in that. I thought that was like really bad. And it's still like kind of I'm sour about it, but then again I think back about like all the time I'd playing Halo, like I played a lot of Halo 4 obviously as well, and I had fun with it, so it's hard to say it's like my least favorite when I've like definitely played less Halo CE than any other one. I don't know, I remember like really trying to play Halo CE, so
Yeah, I don't particularly care for CE's multiplayer. I didn't grow up with it. I didn't know it was even a thing. Like I played CE campaign as soon as it came out, but I didn't even know that there was multiplayer.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I missed the LAN parties until Halo 2.
Yeah, no, my first Halo was Halo 3, so like I didn't like, because I had like the PlayStation 2 and GameCube, so I didn't have Xbox. I didn't get an Xbox till Xbox 360, so like Halo 2 for me I played after I played Halo 3. And so I like definitely didn't play Halo CE at all. So maybe my thing is just like I didn't go to it. I really didn't play Halo CE until like MCC came out. So
Okay.
See, I remember back in the day there was a lot of really great PC mods for Halo CE. and there was some pretty cool bonus maps that I had found online. I don't remember if they were official or unofficial. It's been so long since I've touched Halo CE on the PC other than MCC. It's like I don't remember, but I do remember there being some really cool custom Halo CE mods.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing those too. Like, I kind of did play it like in our computer lab in high school. I think like someone like installed it to like a thumbstick, and they were like passing it out around, and people were able to like play on
awesome.
there. Yeah, so we did that.
I remember when we were able to get like Doom on the computers, and like every week the school would find a way of blocking it, and then someone would figure out like a wormhole for it, or whatever it's called. It's great.
Yeah. We all have like usernames that we would log in with for like our. And one guy got it like installed on his account, so he shared out like his like username and password for the whole school. Ryan, I remember. I don't think I remember his password, but I remember logging into his thing and playing like Counter-Strike as well and stuff like on the school computers, in the library and stuff.
All right, so the next question is: are you excited for Halo Infinite?
Yeah, big time. I'm really excited for Halo Infinite. I think it's gonna be sweet. I'm stoked for it. I know some people are like soured by like the recent stuff, but like I'm super excited for like another Halo game to come out and like get to check out the Forge and all that sort of stuff. So
now, is there anything you're particularly worried about with the Halo Infinite?
I try to reserve all judgment until like I actually like play the game, right? Like I haven't been following too closely with like everything that's been going on because like I really don't like to like get like caught up in all that. But I don't know. I think the armor coating stuff from what I saw was a little bit concerning. I wasn't like super impressed with the trailer that they showed. I thought that some of the stuff like this is kind of like a really common like criticism, but I thought like the graphics at some points were not the greatest looking, but maybe it was the lighting. I didn't like look too much into it like and follow too many of the threads and stuff, but like I said, I try to keep like a really open mind with these things and wait till like I actually like have the game in front of me before. So there's nothing like too concerning besides I guess maybe the armor coatings, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think we need more information. It's weird that they're allowing these like cookie promotions and stuff ruin a lot of this information, and then like not actually have a blog post explaining in depth what we're seeing. Because then our imaginations are running wild. We immediately say this is terrible, it's the worst thing ever. But it could be pretty cool. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. It's really tough to say. I think probably a lot of like COVID stuff got in the way with this. Like I'm assuming a lot of these like cookie things are like were like drafted up or like agreed upon like a
I'm
long
sure.
time ago.
But they also knew that was going to come out, so they should have prepared for like a response, you know?
Yeah, of course, for sure. Yeah, it's hard to like I don't know what's going on there. It's definitely not exciting as a Halo fan to like be like, all right, is it going to be like Toys R Us today that's going to like let us see like the corner of like a gun stock or whatever? Like, you know, it's definitely not like standard for like game news at all. And it just sucks because it's been so long too.
When you're getting Halo lore videos out of a Mega Bloks construct.
I know.
Yeah,
and you're excited about it.
Yeah, and I don't know why my 343 is not like being a little bit more like, you know, they did that whole thing where they're like, we're going to be more transparent about stuff, right? And they're like, so now they're like showing like blog posts about like the technical stuff that they're doing with MCC. Like we're like adjusting the like coding that changes the way like score values are, but they're not like saying like that stuff's great, but like where's the, you know, the stuff that people really want to know about, like this sort of like cookie promotion stuff, right? So I don't know.
All right, Arrrash, you got that next question?
Sure. So with kind of with the new consoles coming out, did you pick one up already, or do you plan on picking up either of the new consoles?
Yeah, so I got super lucky, and Xbox sent me the Xbox Series X a little bit early, so I got to play with it for like a couple weeks before it came out. And yeah, I like it. I really like it. I'm probably not going to get a PlayStation 5 just because there's like nothing on it that I really want to play. I bought a PlayStation 4 not when it came out, like a year after it came out, and I played the game that came with it, which was like the Batman game, and then I didn't touch it until Spider-Man came out, and then I played Spider-Man, and I haven't touched it since. So I probably have like in total, maybe like 14 hours total on it, and so I'm like I'm not gonna buy a PlayStation 5, but I did get the Series X. I am liking it so far. I think it's pretty cool, although like it doesn't feel exciting at all by any means. Like It's like I made a tweet about this, but it feels like when a new cell phone comes out, like or like a new iPhone comes out, it's like it's still an iPhone. You're still getting like the same phone. It's just a little bit better than the previous one. So it's just faster, but it still feels like you're on an Xbox One, just faster and I guess like with better quality graphics and whatnot. But like it doesn't feel it's definitely not an exciting experience, especially because there's no games for it, right? Like there's nothing. So it's just play the games you're already playing, but now in like a slightly better resolution.
I was really hoping they're gonna shadow drop like a multiplayer beta for Halo Infinite, because that would have like been the reason for me to get it.
Yeah, and I mean like I can totally get like their position here, like Infinite wasn't it like supposed to be a launch title for like the Series X, right? So like thinking about if we were there now, right? Like yeah, it would be super exciting. It'd be like yeah, let's play Halo Infinite on this new Xbox. Everyone's going to want to pick it up. And instead, there's nothing. Everyone's buying Assassin's Creed. There's nothing wrong with Assassin's Creed, but by no means is it like, an exciting like new Xbox title. So
yeah, for sure.
It doesn't feel fun. And also like, I don't know, I played Watch Dogs Legion on it because they sent me some like game codes, and that does not feel like a next gen game at all. Because it's like 30 frames per second, and I thought it like, I thought it was like there was something wrong with it, right? And so I just turned it off. I uninstalled it immediately, and I'm not going to play it because I'm a little bit bitter about that. It shouldn't be 38 frames per second on a next gen console, but.
Yeah, to be fair, I think most of the games that I've been playing on the Xbox One are like Xbox 360 titles originally, except for Halo 5 and Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
I know. I play so many 360 games on my Xbox One X.
Yeah, I've been doing that too lately. I've been playing like a lot of Call of Duty 2, and I just bought Call of Duty 3. Yeah. So I was playing that recently as well. So it's plenty of stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the main reasons why I'm going to stay in the Xbox ecosystem, because I love buying those old games and keep playing the old games.
Yeah, that's great. Like I do like that aspect of it. That it's like. Yeah, you don't have to wait for anything. Like literally the first game I played on the new Xbox Series X was Call of Duty 2. Like, because when they sent it didn't have like, it wasn't like updated, right? So a lot of the stuff didn't work on it, and we were under like strict NDA, and like I was, I like was trying all this stuff, and one of the things that I wanted to try was Call of Duty 2, and it like launched, and I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, like it's still just like backwards compatibility, or backwards compact, but I don't know, it's pretty cool.
What would you say is the oldest game you've played on a new next gen console? Then is it Call of Duty 2?
Probably, yeah. Because that was like a 360 launch title, right? So I haven't tried any Xbox like original Xbox stuff on it. Just that I think that was probably the oldest.
All right.
Was that a launch title? I had no idea. I guess there are two versions. There's an Xbox version and a 360 version, but
yeah, that one, and then like Need for Speed Most Wanted was another launch title too.
Yeah. There's quite a few. I think maybe there's like 11 launch titles or something like that. I had them all printed off for a video I didn't end up making, but I have them. Yeah, I had them all printed out and pasted to my wall here because I was going to do something with it. But so.
Yeah, I didn't buy the 360 until Halo 3 came out, and then I didn't buy the Xbox One until Halo 5 came out. So I guess I'll wait for Infinite now.
Yeah, probably for the best, to be honest.
Yeah.
Especially with that $35 a month plan you can hop on with.
Oh yeah, I'm super pumped about the plan. Like I would have gotten it now if Halo Infinite was out.
Yeah, that's cool. Is that does that include like Game Pass and stuff?
Yep. Yes.
Yeah.
That's sweet. That's a really good option for people.
Mm-hmm.
The Series S is only $25 a month. Actually, if you get the Series S, it's technically $60 off Game Pass over the course of 2 years.
Wow.
It's like $60 cheaper.
That's pretty good. That's really, really good. I don't know if they have that in Canada. They might, but I would have been all over that as a like when I was younger. Like that's great for kids too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like you can save up your money, or maybe they probably have. Well, I was gonna say they probably have like a yearly plan or something like that, but then you're just buying the console.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's sweet. That's great too. Like no one wants to like spend like $500 on a new console. When you're like just getting. Yeah, it's sweet. I didn't know that it came with or maybe I don't know, but it came with the Game Pass stuff. That's a really good option for people.
Yeah, I don't know if it's every retailer, but definitely through the Microsoft Store and then through GameStop because
the partnership.
Yeah,
there's probably like we have EB Games, which is it is GameStop. It's the same company, so it's probably there. I haven't inspected that too much, but that's sweet. So a bunch of my friends, like, that's probably a good way to get them back into gaming. They're all like, they haven't bought consoles in a long time, or they don't have them, but they're like, oh, I want to start playing video games again. And I'm always like, here, I've got an extra like 6 months of Game Pass that was sent to me. Here, take this, and then they'll take it and they'll like play once. I'm like, no, come on, keep playing.
Yeah.
One of my friends, we just got him back. He like I because I didn't need my my Xbox One anymore, I like gave it to him, and I gave him 6 months of Game Pass, and now he's playing again. So which is sweet. We've been playing like pretty much every other night, and it's great. It's like really fun because I used to play with him in high school, and he's back now, and it's fun.
There you go.
I guess that might be a good question. Do you feel like amongst your friends you probably game the most?
Actually, no. To be honest, I think I probably game the least. Funny enough, because so doing YouTube professionally has kind of killed a little bit of the magic of gaming for me. Like I pretty much like play games like on a schedule now. Like I wake up, I know what I have to record for the day, I record it, and then I'm done. The only time I really like play games, so to speak, is like when I'm done like recording for the day or whatever, and then like it's nighttime and my friends are all getting on, and sometimes I'll play with them, but not nearly as much as they are. Like they're on like Warzone every night playing, and then I have a bunch of friends who are like really into World of Warcraft, and like I would love to play with them. But by the time they're getting on, I'm so like tired of playing, or like I'm like editing or I'm writing or whatever, and I'm just like not really in the mood. And so they definitely play more than me, like funny enough, because mine's like really most of my work is like writing and like a little bit of recording and stuff, and it's just I don't know, I can't really play games like leisurely anymore unless I'm like playing with people, and it's I don't know.
It's like you feel like if you turn a game on, you should have the camera on recording.
Yeah, pretty much. It's which sucks, right? Like I can't. It's hard for me to play single player games if I know I'm not making a video for them anymore, or like reviewing them, or like I feel like I have to be doing like some sort of work with it and to justify playing it, which sucks because there's so many games I want to play, and like dude, like there's so much stuff I want to do, but then I just start recording and I'm like, ugh, you could be editing right now, or you could be writing, or like, and it's I don't know, it's I'm trying to fix that. I've been getting a little bit better about it. Like I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play through. I started playing like The Witcher, and I'm like, I'm gonna play this and like make no videos about it. I'm not gonna do anything with it. I'm not even gonna like. I guess I'm talking about it now, but I'm gonna try not to talk about it. I'm just gonna play it and enjoy it, and like so I'm trying to do that. And then I started playing the new Assassin's Creed game, and I'm trying to keep that like with nothing, right? I'm not gonna make a video or anything like that. So I'm trying to do that, and it's fun. Like the best thing for me is like I just have to play games with people. I find now it's really hard for me to like enjoy like single player stuff, but I'm trying to like capture that again.
Recapture the joy of gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it got so ruined. Like it just I don't know. It was still fun. Obviously, like I'm very fortunate to be able to like do this as a job. Like I'm very lucky, but I don't know. It's hard to like separate like what's work, right? And and like leisure play, because it just feels like I should always try to be productive. But
that could be a good, I hate to say this, but that could be a great video, how to recapture the joy of gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've actually toyed around with that, but see that was one of my ideas, but then the problem is that like my idea for it would be that I'm going to play a game leisurely, but that I'm making a video about playing it leisurely, right? So it's like it's so hard to like, I don't know. It is something that like I've toyed around with, because I'm sure I'm not alone with it. Like a lot of people who are like, everyone's like streaming now and everything like that. And like I saw like someone who had like, you know, I think they had like 2 viewers over the course of like a year, and they're like, I'm still streaming like full time pretty much, like on top of my full time job, and like it's not fun anymore, but I want to like try to like build my like career as a streamer. And I think that like I always encourage people to like pursue that sort of stuff, but like I'm sure they're not enjoying it, right? Like I'm sure they're like not having fun playing the games if they're doing it that much. And so I can't be alone on this, right? Like there's got to be a lot of people who are probably in a similar situation. So like maybe there is some way to do it, and maybe I could figure that out. But yeah, it's really tough. Like it's really tough.
All right, Will, with that being said, you got that next question?
Yeah, well, speaking of that, what is the favorite video you put out so far? As the joy of gaming is being sucked out of you.
Yeah, I made a fishing video last year that I was really proud of. That like at the time, fishing. I like bought a bunch of that one right there. So I I had a really, really good time making this. It was started as a video essay, and like I thought it would be funny to like buy a bunch of like really crappy fishing games that like you used to have as a kid and stuff, and then like talk about like fishing in various games, because there's like it's never like the core part of a game, but it's like always in games. And so I did like a video essay on it, but then I had a lot of fun with it, and I really, really enjoyed making this video, but it didn't do too well when I released it. It like those 20,000 views has been over the course of a year now, right? And when I released it, it got like I think like 2,000 views or something like that, and all my other videos at the time were getting like in the hundreds of thousands. And so I was like upset. Also, because I spent like I think like $300 or $400 making the video too, because I ordered all this crap on Amazon, and like I rented like camera lenses and equipment and stuff, and like spent a ton of time like filming. That just spelling mistake there. Wish I fixed that, but yeah, it was really fun to make, and I'm like proud of it. But I was just not happy with the performance on it. So every once in a while, I'll like retweet it, or like I'll put it to my YouTube feed or whatever to try to get a few more views on it. I think also YouTube didn't publish it because there's a lot of swearing in it. Like there's a lot of swearing. So.
Well, your like to dislike ratio is really good, so I'm sure anybody that stumbles on it has enjoyed it.
Yeah, all the feedback on it's been really positive, and like it was fun because I filmed it with all my friends too. Like I had my real life friends come over. We filmed a lot for it, and then when we watched it all together later on, and it was fun to like do a little viewing party for it, and they all got to be in it, and they sent it to their friends and stuff like that, and it was good. Like Uber Nick is in it too. He did like the voiceover for some parts of it and stuff, and like it was pretty good. I don't know. I had fun making this one.
You might have been the person that bought all 3 of my Rapala Pro bass fishing games last year.
Yeah, I went on and I bought everything I could find on Amazon. But like, yeah, all those. And I remember playing this one. This is like Fishing World Sim. That is a funny game to play online with people. Yeah, that's when we went to E3. We were at the airport, and I was like filming in the airport and on the plane playing the fishing games and stuff like that on the Nintendo Switch. The plan was to like walk around like E3, like the game show floor in full fishing gear, and I'd like look around and look for fishing games, and there wouldn't be any. But like we didn't end up filming that part of it, and we had all these ideas, but yeah, it was fun. It was really fun.
It looks like a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's see here. Next question is mine. This might be the same question in a different way. What do you think your most underrated video is?
Yeah, so this one, I don't think it's this one, because looking at it again, I think that there's a lot of stuff I could have done better in it. Like I really I've learned over the past year, if you're making jokes in your video, like don't like hold them in front of the viewer's face, and don't be like, hey, did you catch that? Like just move quick with your jokes. And I like was too like quick with that one. I think it's hard for me to say any underrated videos, because honestly, after like a month after I make a video, I don't feel like it's very good. Even when I release it, I never really feel like they're the greatest. I think the stuff Wisefish edits for me is great. I love it. Stuff that I edit, I don't really ever feel like it's too good. So there's nothing that I can be like, yeah, this is underrated. I think that like people should enjoy this more. It's hard for me to say, because there's just stuff that like, I don't know, maybe there's stuff that I wish performed a little bit better. There's that one I did that I might have actually taken it down because it got demonetized, so I might have taken it down. But it was like I did one about Halo 3 teabagging that I thought was pretty fun.
I think I saw a thumbnail for that.
Yeah, I put a lot of work into that one. I printed out all these pictures of like Halo 3 Spartans. Yeah, there it is right there. I didn't take it down. It got demonetized and it scared me. But yeah, so like I printed off all these pictures, put them on popsicle sticks, filmed them in front of a green screen to like talk about like a little puppet show type thing. And yeah, so like that one was done in After Effects, but I put a lot of work into it, and I thought this video was pretty funny, but it obviously didn't get like shared too much because of this. Again, this one had swearing, and there was some like jokes that I know probably are not okay for YouTube in there.
Thankfully, we're not monetized in the first place, so no matter what you did in this video.
As he said visually.
Yeah, it's just a couple swear words and some, because I was like taking clips from stuff that people said on Xbox Live in like 2007, and I replayed it for the video, and it's stuff that you probably shouldn't put in a YouTube video now, and so thought I could get away with it, and I couldn't. So.
All right, I think Arrrash has the next question.
Yeah, so I think you kind of touched on this at the very start, but after hitting 1 million subs, do you still have goals with YouTube?
Yeah, so like right now what I want to do is I just want more freedom with like what I can upload, like and like just to have fun with it. Like I don't want to treat it like a job, right? I want to like just be able to like make a video that I'm happy to make and like have fun with it. And for the most part, that's what I'm doing, right? I think like going forward, like numericals, 2 million would be nice, but my goal was 1 million. I got to it. I'm happy. I'm satisfied at 1 million. Everything else is bonus. I'm blown away that I'm even at 1 million. To be honest, like a year ago, I had like 200,000 subscribers, right? And like I truly, I know everyone says this, but I truly never in a million years thought I would have 1 million subscribers, like ever. And then it just happened, right? And so I'm still blown away by that. Still completely blown away. At this point, I just want to make videos that I'm like having fun with, and I just want to make sure that like every video I produce, I'm at least proud of in some way, right? Like I don't want to like push out any video for the sake of like having a video out. So like at this point, I'm like uploading like one video a month, and that's just because I want to make sure that they're good, right? And so, um, that's kind of where I'm at. Just want to make sure I'm having fun with every video. That's my goal, and not get to a point where it's like just not fun anymore.
I've noticed a lot of YouTubers when they get to a point of production quality, like at your point where you're at, start to slow down with their videos. Like they get really like, a lot of videos all at once, and then all of a sudden they start slowing down to produce bigger or better videos. Do you feel like that's kind of been your pattern? Is a lot of videos up front, and now you're kind of slowing down to produce more quality videos in your own words?
Yeah, so it's that's I noticed that too actually because like a year ago, right? Like I was thinking the same thing too. I was like, well, why all these channels they like get really big and then they don't do anything anymore. They like slow down. I wonder why that is. Like if I was that size, I would just be continuing on, right? But I think what it comes down to is now that like if I want to do YouTube and make a living off of it, I can do a bunch of videos, right? And like that's good, but I'm at the point where one video for me is enough to like live off of it. And so I can have fun for the entire month working on this one video without having to stress too much about it because I have a whole month to work on it. And then just really, really have fun with it and like really make sure it's good and like write the script the way I want to write it and not have to be like, okay, I gotta make a video, I gotta make a video. Because I was doing one a week for a while. And like even one a week, I used to do them daily, then I went to one a week and it was still kind of stressful. And now it's like one a month. I can kind of relax, have fun with it, like really go over my jokes. I like when I write my scripts for them, I like review them with my girlfriend. I'll get her to come like read some of the stuff and like tell me whether it's funny or not, or like show her parts of it, so I can like do that sort of stuff more. And then ultimately, I'm more like happy with the video, I guess. And that's kind of where I'm at. I am toying around with the idea of like supplementing it with like live streams, like either bi-weekly or weekly. That way, at least there's still some activity on the channel. And I can make videos a little bit quicker if I wanted to. It's just, I don't know. I want to just make the stuff and have fun doing it and not have to stress too much about it.
It's great that you can share the script with your girlfriend. If I showed my wife what we were covering, she'd just be like, "Get out of here."
Yeah, no, my girlfriend's been wonderful for it. Like she's been amazing. I'll always have her like read everything, come over and like watch parts of the video and stuff. And she is not into gaming whatsoever, like at all, right? And so my idea is that my videos ideally could be, unless they're a video like this where it's like specific to like the Halo niche or whatever, ideally they could be consumed by anyone. That's kind of where I want them to be. And so it's great to have her come and watch it. And if she doesn't get something, it's like, okay, I gotta adjust this for like people who don't care too much about video games so that like it is watchable by them, right? So it's great to bounce stuff off her in that way. And I've found that it's been really helpful because a lot of people, like a lot of my friends who don't care about video games or whatever, have been watching the videos and talking to me about them and like referencing specific things that happen like in the middle of a 1 hour video too. So it's not, I'm sure they're being polite, but like it seems like they're watching them and it's great to like get that, you know, that it's really valuable to have that sort of feedback.
Very cool. Will, you got that next question?
Yeah. So what are some of your favorite content creators here on YouTube? Like, do you stick with Halo guys or do you branch out?
So like it's I'm bouncing around. So my like I think my like favorite YouTuber, so to speak, is Jerma. He does video game stuff. I think he's really JERMA 985. Yeah. So he stopped doing videos a couple of years ago. But like they are the funniest videos I've ever seen. They're so funny. Every single one of them is like the funniest stuff, like that you can, they're the type of videos that you can watch like 10 years from now and they'll still be funny. And I think that he's like hilarious. So I always rewatch a bunch of his. There's some other YouTubers. They're not always gaming related. Is it Tom Scott? I think he does like the info stuff. He like just talks about interesting. Yeah, him. He just talks about interesting stuff. So I like that sort of channel. I'm really into cooking channels too. Like I'll watch like a lot of cooking videos. Like I was watching Binging with Babish for a while, but then I started watching like Kenji, who does like he puts a GoPro on and just cooks and talks about like the science of cooking, which I thought was really interesting. So I like that sort of stuff. And then recently, all airsoft videos. I'm obsessed with airsoft right now. So I've been watching like so much airsoft stuff that it's overwhelming. And I that's kind of where I'm at. I'm always bouncing around with what I'm watching on YouTube.
Any of these look familiar?
Yeah, Silo. But there's this one guy, I think Airsoft Cam Man. He's like a British guy, I think. I love his videos. I think this guy. He just he like produces his videos in a really fun way. He like adds a story to them and stuff like that, and talks about gear and stuff. And I think it's interesting. I really like airsofting videos in general, and I'm thinking about like maybe making an airsoft channel next spring when we can start airsofting again.
Yeah, it'll be nice when we can start doing a lot of things again, right?
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's not, things aren't so crazy in Canada, so we've been able to like do a little bit more probably than in the U.S. So like
depends on the state.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but things have been okay for us. So like airsofting hasn't. I was airsofting like 2 weeks ago, and it's okay. Everyone just has to wear a mask and like stay away from you. You don't really get too close to anyone anyways because you're like shooting them, right? So
don't you have to wear a mask kind of anyways, just for protection's sake?
Yeah, yeah. Most people do. I when I played last, I didn't like people wear like cages, right? You have to wear like a cloth mask,
right?
But people wear cages, and I didn't last time I played, and I got shot like in the lip, and then I was like really mad about it, and then I got shot like immediately after again in like the tooth. Oof. And like normally you can chip teeth and stuff playing, and I was lucky because I was pretty far away, but it really pissed me off. So I like got home and bought like a metal cage from Amazon that night, and now I use that.
Cool. I got that last question then. Is there anything that we've missed that you would like to discuss, or any questions you had for us?
No, you guys kind of like got the whole history of the channel there, and like everything that I've been up to, really. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's really nothing I can think of. This whole kind of rundown on where it's at, where it's going, and everything.
So if you guys didn't catch it in the beginning, and you're one of our 500-something subscribers that aren't subscribed to Forge Lab somehow, I don't know how you're there, but if you're not, youtube.com/FORGELABS. And our lovely other guest, Arrrash, you go to youtube.com/ARRRASH. Triple R. He puts the R in his name, that's for sure. Yeah.
I try and pretend I'm as much of a pirate as possible. So
you need to start covering more pirate stuff, like Sea of Thieves or something.
Do you think if I transitioned to a Sea of Thieves YouTuber, I would get more views? Honestly, I probably would.
You'd have like two competitors.
And if you're new here to our channel, youtube.com/the CHRILLCAST, CHRILLCAST. And here we're going to sign it off. We didn't explain this, but we're going to see how it goes without beta testing it at all. So, as always, I'm Chris.
And I'm Will.
And I'm Arrrash.
I'm Sean.
And we're very thankful to have both these guys on.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
And we will see you all
on the next CHRILLCAST. Toodles.
Bye, guys.